There's something about flowers that makes people pause, not because they're loud, not because they demand attention, but because they bloom quietly and still manage to change everything around them. Lila understood that better than anyone. She had just moved into her grandmother's old house after years of living in a busy city apartment. The house felt different. The air moved slower. The windows were larger. The mornings were softer. One afternoon, while cleaning the wooden chest at the foot of the bed, she found a small tin box. Inside it were colorful yarn scraps and a few delicate crochet flowers, tiny roses, bright sunflowers, soft daisies. Each one was carefully made. She held one between her fingers, turning it gently. It was just yarn, but it felt alive. Her grandmother had always loved gardening, but when her hands became too weak to tend the soil, she began crocheting flowers instead. Flowers that never wilted, flowers that stayed. Lila sat by the window that evening, the tin box beside her, and whispered, "Teach me." That was the beginning. And for many people, flower crochet begins like that, with curiosity, memory, and the quiet desire to create beauty with your own hands. Flower crochet is more than a craft. It is the art of transforming simple yarn into petals, layers, and blossoms that capture the essence of nature. It is delicate yet powerful, decorative yet meaningful, simple in materials but rich in expression. For beginners and advanced crocheters alike, crochet flowers are one of the most satisfying projects you can make. They're small enough to complete quickly, yet detailed enough to feel like an achievement. They can be used in endless ways: home decor, clothing, accessories, gifts, keepsakes. But before we explore the beauty, let's understand the foundation. To create crochet flowers, you only need a few essentials: a crochet hook, yarn, scissors, and a yarn needle. That's it. The simplicity of the tools is part of the magic. With just a hook and yarn, you can recreate something inspired by nature itself. For beginners, the basic stitches used in flower crochet usually include chain stitch, slip stitch, single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, and treble crochet. These stitches create height, texture, and dimension, the key elements that make petals look real and layered. Lila began with a simple 5-petal pattern. Her first attempt looked uneven. One petal was larger than the others. The center felt loose. She sighed. Then she remembered something her grandmother once said while tending roses in the garden: "No two flowers are identical. Imperfection is part of beauty." So she tried again. The second one was better. The third one even more so. That's one of the most important values of flower crochet: patience. Each round teaches your fingers how to move. Each stitch improves your tension. Each mistake builds experience. Flower crochet often begins with a magic ring or a chain loop. The center of the flower is formed first. From there, you work in rounds, building petals outward. The center represents foundation. Without a strong center, the petals won't hold shape. And that mirrors something deeper. In crochet and in life, strong foundations matter. Once the center is secure, you begin forming petals. Petals are created by combining stitches of different heights. For example, a petal might start with a single crochet, rise into double crochets, then return to a single crochet to close the shape. This rise and fall gives the petal its curve. Breathing. Up, down, up, down. There is rhythm in flower crochet, a gentle repetition that calms the mind. Many people discover that crocheting flowers helps reduce stress. The repetitive stitching creates focus. The hands stay busy, the mind slows down. In a fast-moving world, crochet becomes a soft pause. But flower crochet is not just relaxing, it is expressive. You choose the colors. A bright yellow center with white petals creates a daisy. Deep red layered petals become a rose. Purple and lavender yarn can create something imaginative and unique. You are not limited by seasons. You can create spring in the middle of winter. You can design tropical blooms without ever leaving your room. Lila began experimenting with colors her grandmother once planted in the garden: marigold orange, sunflower gold, soft pink hibiscus tones. With every flower she made, the house felt warmer. She started attaching the flowers to cushion covers. She stitched a few onto a plain tote bag. She even framed a collection in a wooden embroidery hoop and hung it near the hallway. Visitors began asking, "Where did you buy this?" And she smiled every time. "I made it." That pride is another value of flower crochet: self-confidence. When you create something from scratch, you realize your hands are capable of beauty. Now let's talk about techniques that bring crochet flowers to life. Layering is one of the most stunning techniques. Instead of one row of petals, you create multiple rounds. The bottom layer may have larger petals and the top layer smaller ones. This creates fullness and depth. Texture is another element. You can use puff stitches or popcorn stitches to make raised centers. These textured stitches create dimension, making the flower look realistic and touchable. Edging also enhances beauty. A contrasting color around petal edges can define shape and add elegance. Blocking is an important finishing step. Blocking means lightly shaping your finished flower and allowing it to dry in the desired form. This helps petals lay correctly and look polished. Details matter. Even a simple crochet flower becomes extraordinary when attention is given to small finishing touches. Flower crochet is also incredibly versatile. You can use crochet flowers for hair clips and headbands, brooches, baby blankets, wall art, table decor, gift wrapping decorations, wedding accessories, scrapbook embellishments, curtain tiebacks, and handmade cards. The possibilities are endless. And because flowers are generally small projects, they are perfect for beginners who want quick results. Completing a flower in under an hour gives you motivation to keep going. Lila started gifting her crochet flowers. She made a bouquet for her friend's birthday. Instead of fresh flowers that would fade, she created a bouquet of yarn roses tied with ribbon. Her friend held them gently and said, "These will never die." And that's another beautiful value: longevity. Crochet flowers do not wilt. They do not lose color quickly. They remain as memories. Crochet flowers also teach resourcefulness. Small yarn scraps that might otherwise be wasted can become tiny blossoms. It encourages creativity with what you already have. For beginners who want to start flower crochet, here are practical steps. Start with a simple 5-petal pattern. Use medium weight yarn for easier control. Practice even tension. Count stitches carefully in each round. Watch the shape as it forms. Adjust if needed. Finish neatly by weaving in ends securely. Do not rush the petals. Let them form naturally. If your flower curls too much, your stitches may be too tight. If it feels floppy, your tension may be too loose. Adjust gradually. As you grow more comfortable, challenge yourself with different flower types: layered roses, sunflowers with textured centers, lotus-inspired blooms, tiny forget-me-nots, 3-dimensional carnations. Each new flower introduces new stitch combinations. But beyond technique, flower crochet carries emotional depth. Flowers symbolize love, remembrance, celebration, hope. When you crochet a flower for someone, you are giving more than yarn. You are giving time, intention, and care. Lila eventually created a memory wall in her grandmother's house. Each crochet flower represented a memory: one for her childhood, one for her graduation, one for her grandmother's favorite season. The wall became a quiet tribute. Sometimes she would sit beneath it and crochet new flowers, feeling connected to both past and present. And that's something powerful about handmade art. It connects generations. Many cultures around the world use crochet flowers in traditional garments and ceremonies. They represent festivity and craftsmanship. They carry stories. When you learn flower crochet, you become part of that larger story of handmade beauty. And let's not forget sustainability. Handmade crochet flowers reduce reliance on artificial plastic decorations. They can be reused year after year. They encourage mindful consumption and appreciation for slow crafting. In a time where everything feels disposable, crochet flowers stand as small reminders that beauty can be created slowly and treasured long-term. If you are just beginning, don't compare your first flower to someone else's masterpiece. Every petal you stitch is progress. Your early flowers may twist slightly. The center may not sit perfectly. That's okay. Growth happens stitch by stitch. Flower crochet also builds discipline. Finishing each round correctly requires attention. Following patterns strengthens focus. Correcting mistakes builds resilience. And yet, despite all these technical lessons, the process still feels gentle. There's something poetic about watching a flat circle slowly transform into a blooming shape. It reminds you that growth often starts quietly and unfolds gradually. By the time Lila completed her 50th crochet flower, she realized something had changed inside her. She felt calmer, more patient, more present. Her grandmother's garden outside the house eventually bloomed again in spring, but even when the seasons shifted and petals fell, Lila's crochet flowers remained vibrant indoors. She combined real flowers in vases with crochet blossoms tucked between them. Visitors could barely tell